Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at yet another completely ridiculous and just brain dead TikTok challenge or trend. I really don't even know what to call these anymore. Half of them, they're not even like these like super global viral trends like they used to be, right? I remember back when like the cinnamon challenge and stuff was around. It seems like every YouTuber, every celebrity in the world was doing that, right? But when it comes to stuff like this, I feel like this is one of those like really niche kind of situations. It only blows up for a very certain kind of person, right? This is only something that you're going to be seeing on your feed or your timeline if you're really cultivating it. Now, the problem here is that it seems like every other week TikTok has another one of these things pop up where doctors end up finding out about it and like scientists will hear about it and they just are like, hey, nobody do this because this is life-threatening. It can cause all kinds of complications. People, for whatever reason on TikTok, have this like special affinity to just being the most moronic people possible with this kind of stuff. Now, it really probably shouldn't go without saying, but you shouldn't be eating the styrofoam packaging contents of your Amazon box or your Temu shipment, wherever you're shipping in your shit from. If you look inside the box and you notice there's a bunch of little styrofoam pieces that are there to protect your package from being damaged or messed with, you probably shouldn't look at those and be like, gee, I need to consume those ASAP. I don't know, but there's this new trend going around on TikTok, I guess called the packing peanut challenge, I don't know, where people have discovered that eating styrofoam is very crunchy. This is like caveman-esque logic, I know, but now a bunch of people are talking about it. You know, there's a bunch of articles going on around it. You know, they're trying to warn people like, hey, you shouldn't be eating these guys, as if anyone over the age of 3 years old should need to be told, hey man, don't eat styrofoam. So experts have issued a warning over a viral trend that sees TikTokers eating biodegradable packing peanuts. A wave of TikTok videos has sparked a dangerous trend of eating biodegradable packing peanuts, with users wrongly believing they are safe to consume. While some packing peanuts are made from starch, experts warn that even these can cause bloating, digestive issues, and potential harm. Worse, others may contain toxic substances like, I believe that is acrylamide, a chemical linked to cancer. In one viral clip with 2 million views, TikToker Thybot Official admits, quote, I can't stop eating packing peanuts. There is something about the crunch. The comment section is filled with curiosity and imitation, with users asking, where do I get these? And others confessing, I tried it and I'm obsessed. One user even wrote, I eat them with lemon and tagine. So once again, no normal person in the world has ever looked at a box and saw these like packing peanuts or styrofoam, any of that, right, and been like, shit, I wonder how crunchy this can get. That just, I don't know, man. I can't believe some degrees that people will go to. Now, obviously, all of these packing peanuts are probably made in some Chinese factory and stored in a warehouse. And as the article says, even the ones that are quote unquote safe to eat can already cause medical problems. You can become bloated, it can give you digestive problems, it can fuck up your stomach lining. You drink a glass of water or a Diet Coke after you eat them, you might fucking inflate into the size of like the Las Vegas Sphere or something, who knows, right? But even just like that, because a lot of people seem to think, oh, biodegradable instantly means safe to eat. Now, some of these things are safe to eat, and I know that sounds kind of insane, but the manufacturers have realized that people's dogs will inevitably eat one of these things, or maybe your toddler or somebody will get a hold of one. So some of them, keyword some of them, have been made with things like starch to make it to where like, oh, if you eat one or two of them, you're probably not gonna die, you're not gonna have any sort of problem. The problem arises here that these fucking idiots aren't just eating one or two of them. They're literally getting boxes full of packing peanuts and they're just like, you know what, fuck it, let's eat this whole thing. They're treating these things like they're potato chips, which is even more moronic because you see people like, oh, I love the crunch. The crunch is crazy. As if when you go to the grocery store and just take a look, there's not a million different items on the shelf that will give you that crunch, right? There's literally here in America, right? Like you go to Walmart, Kroger, whatever, right? there's an entire aisle, almost at least, dedicated to potato chips, popcorn, crunchy snacks, pretzels, things like that, right? So you can literally just go to the store and get a bag of something edible that will actually probably not give you cancer. I don't know. Then again, I can't even make that claim because 80% of the food in America has preservatives or something that's going to give you cancer. But if you're looking for the crunch and you're not too worried about your health, there are some options out there. Same thing with the whole lemon and tagine comment. Oh, I love it with that, man. Yeah, you know what else is good with lemon and tagine? Human snacks. You know, the shit that we've been making and eating for thousands of years with those same things. Yeah, maybe you should try that. Despite the risks, the trend continues to go viral. Jason Reese, partner and personal injury lawyer at Wagner Reese, explained the troubling rise in interest. Quote, Google searches for "can I eat packing peanuts" are up over 5,000%, highlighting how far this reaching harmful trend has been. In the last week alone, these searches are up 200%, displaying the need to properly warn consumers of the dangers that can come from eating biodegradable packing peanuts. Reese emphasized that biodegradable does not mean edible. Quote, I strongly advise against jumping on the bandwagon. These packing peanuts can contain harmful chemicals and carcinogens like acrylamide, which has been linked to cancer, he added. Once again, I don't even understand why people need this shit explained to them, bro. Like, it doesn't really take a whole lot of thinking to kind of like piece together what could be the problem here, right? Shit is just like mass manufactured as a fucking like a shipping thing. Now, like over time throughout my life, I've heard like, you know, I'll be at the store with my dad or something, right? And let's say we're looking at chainsaws and the box for the chainsaw will say something like, warning, chainsaw can cut your hand off. Please use carefully. He'll always be like, man, back in the day, we didn't have to have these fucking stupid warning labels on everything. People just had common sense back then. And I don't think he understands how fucking stupid some people actually are. Because, I mean, come on now, right? Do we really need every box on the planet now to have extra dye put onto it that says, hey, dipshit, don't eat the packing peanuts in this just because they're biodegradable and TikTok said so. We put cancer causers in this shit, my guy. Don't be a moron. Once again, I feel like nobody else in the world needs this warning. Like normal people, like I said, you know, if I want to get something crunchy to snack on, I go make a bowl of cereal or I go get a bag of chips, you know, or I make a bag of popcorn. Is it really that hard? Like, is the crunch apparently so satisfying that you can only get it with packing peanuts? The funniest part is the reason that it's crunchy is for the reason you don't want it to be. It's crunchy not because it's biodegradable and it's a cool snack. It's crunchy because of the material it's made out of and the cancer causers that they're putting into the shit. Now, so from my understanding of it, right, all of these packing peanuts are made differently. You have some that are biodegradable and even some of those are technically quote unquote edible, but they're not meant to just be outright consumed. It's just like oh, you know, you eat one or two, you might be fine, just don't do it again. But even then, some of these other biodegradable ones, they're just not edible at all. And I'm gonna assume that these people are not really differentiating between the two when they're deciding to fucking start eating these things, right? And even then, not all of these packing peanuts are even biodegradable in the first place. Some of them are just made out of straight up like styrofoam and other shit that isn't biodegradable. And therefore, you know, they're just not safe at all, right? Like you just shouldn't be eating or fucking with them at all. Once again, I feel like if you're dumb enough to, you're like, okay, well, I have to replace my income for fucking crunchy snacks so that I can keep buying fucking packing peanuts. I feel like if you're that dumb and you're already that far off the boat or whatever, you're not going to be thinking about any of this. You're not going to be considering this. I'm just at the point where like I realize too, all of these different fucking stupid challenges and stuff like that that have been going viral for at least like the last 5 years, they almost always originate from TikTok. It's weird because there's so many other social media, right? You never see really any of these challenges coming from Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Snapchat or Instagram, any of these other websites, right? It seems like all of them magically come from TikTok now. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like fucking conspiracy or something I'm not even realizing. Maybe the evidence has been right here for us all to see all this time and we're just like not paying attention. I don't know, but every single one of these stupid TikToks or these stupid trends that a doctor has to come out and warn people not to do, they always come from TikTok. They always come from these people filming themselves doing stupid shit. Now, I don't know if it's just because TikTok is so popular or if TikTok is just like the right content format. I would imagine that these challenges are easier to promote and people to like get their attention when they're like a 30-second clip of some fucking moron you don't know doing it than it would be for like a Facebook post or like a 10-minute YouTube video. But even then, it's like literally all of them are coming from the same place. It's almost, I kind of see the reason why we were like, fuck it, ban this shit now, right? Like maybe if we did ban it, we wouldn't be dealing with this stupidity, right? Now, the worrying thing is lots of these challenges, they start off just like how this packing peanut one is, where so far from what I know, nobody has been killed or hurt doing this. But like I said, that's how this always starts. You'll hear like the first stories where it's like the doctors are warning people, hey, don't do this. Apparently the Google searches are through the roof on whether or not this is something you can do. And then like a couple months later, you'll start seeing it pop back up in the news because next thing you know, someone's 11-year-old child is going to die because they ate 700 packing peanuts and then drank Diet Coke and their fucking whole body ripped open or something, right? It's like, this is how this always goes. And we're at that stage right now where it's like, fuck around. But we're gonna get to that point where people find out, man. You have people going to the doctor in 6 months wondering why their head grew 4 times in size until the doctor tells them they have a fucking brain tumor and they've got cancer, right? It blows my mind what people are willing to do for attention on the internet, bro. And like what lengths they're willing to sacrifice their health in order to get attention. I mean, it really is just an embarrassing thing. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not eating these packing peanuts, and signing out.